Here are things that frugal people never waste money on. First one is expedited shipping, and you'll hear me say this a lot, but part of frugality is just being patient. Unless it's an emergency and you need some life-saving product, there is never any reason to use overnight shipping. Keep in mind that online shopping is still relatively new, and people went hundreds of years without it. Not to mention, expedited shipping also is a huge waste of trips and energy. Second thing is bars and clubs. I think vices in general are a huge waste of money and just not worth it, but that's a topic for another day. For now, I'll just say bars and clubs like to tax people on the simplest things. Drinks are marked up around 300 to 500%. It seems like most people spend around $50 on the bar, but some people on Reddit said they even spend $200 on drinks every weekend. My piece of advice is this: save yourself and your money and just avoid the bar. Third on the list, loan services. So, story time. One time I needed a few thousand to buy a car in cash. I applied at a loan office and was ready to sign to get my cash until I saw the interest rate. It was over 400%. Even for $1,000, I would have had to pay back $4,000. This is another time where it's best to just be patient. If you've got to take the bus or walk or ask for rides for a few weeks, it's better than robbing yourself in the long term. Fourth on the list is designer clothes. You ever hear that designer that said he couldn't afford his own clothes? That should tell you everything you need to know about this industry. It's also well known that the majority of designer consumers are in the lower and middle class. I'm all for buying well-made things, which I'll talk about in another video, but buying things that are marked up just for the name is nonsense, and usually not even top of the line in their category. And last on the list, Starbucks. I've touched on eating out in a few videos, but this is one that some people seem to justify because it's not a full meal, or they just seem to need their caffeine every morning. Pretty much everybody knows by now that cutting out Starbucks can save you like $150 a month. Well, I think it's better that you don't rely on caffeine. There are way better options than spending $5 to $8 every morning and possibly even causing tardiness. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's definitely a few more things that could be added to the list, so if you have any questions or comments, please let me know.